and today I will be playing some Call of Duty Black Ops 3 on PlayStation 4, as you can probably see. Basically, I know I haven't uploaded in a long time, but what this is a reboot of my channel, so to say. Yeah, and basically, I've got an exciting announcement to make regarding my channel. Within the next few weeks, I'm actually going to be creating a group with fellow YouTubers. We haven't quite thought of a name for this group yet, but we're working on one now, and yeah, we should be forming a little group within the coming weeks. So yeah, just gonna jump into some Nuketown gameplay. As it's currently Nuketown 24/7 due to double XP, being a double weapon XP weekend. Sorry, rather. Hopefully we don't do too bad. Doesn't look like my team is doing too well. It's quite an even game. Not the best of starts. Okay. But yeah, I just thought I'd get back into skin, especially with the ability to now broadcast from PlayStation 4 easily. So yeah, that's pretty much it really. Not doing too brilliantly. I was trying to broadcast earlier, but I couldn't get it to link properly to my YouTube account for some reason. I did have a very good game earlier on Nuketown. I think I got 42 kills to about 4 deaths, so that wasn't too bad. Unfortunately not doing as well as that on here, as you can see, quite very poor in fact, especially by my standards. But I just wanted to get some, you know, gameplay recorded really, test it out, see what it's like. You know, make a few announcements and that.
Hostile UAV above. Be advised, hostile hellstorm inbound. Multiple hostile UAVs spotted. Hostile servers inbound. Hardpoint identified. Kill exhausted. Get this now.
Triple that.
Be advised, hostile UAV incoming. Hardpoint is ours.
Oh, okay, let's not go out there.
Hardpoint contested. Hardpoint lost. Hostile UAV above. Hardpoint locked down. Be advised.
I think Tempest is one of my favourite specialists. I'm currently using Purifier at the moment, just due to the fact that obviously it's the highest level unlock. I do quite like Purifier, but yeah, I think Tempest is one of my favourites. I did quite like, I think, Nomad for a bit.
Failed in our objective.
Yeah, that's poor, 13 to 12.
Come on, can't do this all myself.
Yeah, I'm currently using all 5 weapon attachments, plus an optic sight on my KM44, because I was trying to unlock the camo where you have to get 50 kills with 5 attachments and an optic. But I did unlock that just before streaming. But to be honest, I'm quite enjoying the 5 attachments. It seems to be working okay for me, so I might just stick with that for a moment, and then possibly maybe remove an attachment or two, get a few perks back in. Because obviously you can literally just have the gun with the full attachments. You don't have room for anything else, unfortunately. I would like to maybe see in the next, well, I don't know if I'll continue this in the next Call of Duty, but with the whole limited selection, maybe if there was ways of every time you prestige, you could add an extra attachment or something, like to be able to have 11 rather than 10, you know, things in your creator class. I think that'd be quite a good idea, because it would be nice to have a few perks as well as all the attachments. Although maybe if they did do that, then it'd be a bit unfair, because some players might have an advantage, I suppose. But yeah. let's back out. Actually, no. Yeah, let's back out and join another game. Could always do the new maps. Haven't really played them much. So I suppose I could probably do this after this game. Just a few new maps. See what happens there. Doing hardpoint again by the looks of it. As you can see, as I mentioned, double weapon XP in the top right hand corner. To be honest, I don't really take advantage of double weapon XP much. I don't really, you know, bother. I mean, all my guns, well, most of my guns are max weapon level anyway, so yeah, I'm not too fussed about double weapon XP. It doesn't really, you know, I'm not really too interested in it. But, you know, it's better than nothing, I suppose. So I can't really complain. Only one I'm really interested in is probably double XP. I mean, double crypto keys, that's quite good. But I never seem to really get anything that amazing in the in those boxes. So again, not really much use.
Hardpoint contested. Hardpoint lost. Hardpoint locked down.
Nomad KIA. Low inbound.
Hardpoint lost. Hardpoint locked down. Hardpoint lost.
Double headshot there, that's too bad.
Hostiles capture the hardpoint.
Okay. Numbered there.
Hardpoint identified. Hostiles have the hardpoint. Hardpoint is ours. Hostile UAV spotted.
Contact.
Spectre KIA.
Second burnt.
Be advised, hostile UAV incoming. Hostile care package overhead.
Threat neutralized.
Hardpoint identified. Hardpoint is ours. Hardpoint lost. Hardpoint locked down. Be advised, hostile arc sentry spotted. Hardpoint lost.
Storm. Disappointing. No kills there. I think I went to the wrong area.
Hostile UAV spotted.
Anyone on a positive KD currently on my team.
Eyes on hostile sentry.
Don't know how I've been killed there.
Hardpoint identified.
That's boy.
Hardpoint locked down.
Done me again.
Hardpoint lost. It's slipping away from us. Pull it back.
Purifier outlet, die instantly.
Hostile UAV above.
Careful So that's
Hardpoint
sentry.
is ours. Hardpoint lost.
KIA.
Hardpoint is ours. Hardpoint contested. Be advised. Hostile Argent sentry spotted. Hardpoint lost.
Not doing too bad because I joined in the game in progress. Or maybe my team's just really bad.
Hardpoint lost. Hardpoint identified. Hardpoint locked down. Hardpoint lost. Be advised, hostile care package overhead. Hardpoint is ours. Be advised, hostile UAV incoming. Hardpoint lost.
Infantry down.
Be advised, hostile lightning strike targeting active. Hostile lightning strike inbound.
Nomad down. Fire.
There's no winner.
Okay, once again, joining progress. Another loss. Quite poor, really.
Anyone happy with that? Anyone? Blitz. Fire break off.
You won't enjoy our next encounter.
Okay, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to try out one of the new maps. How if I press the right thing? Part of the Eclipse DLC. My initial thoughts are I do like all of the new multiplayer maps, but honestly I'm not a fan of the new Zombies map. I think on this Call of Duty, and more, well, this Call of Duty specifically, but in, more recent CODs as well with Zombies, I think they're making Zombies too complicated these days. I mean, back on World at War, Black Ops 1 used to be very simple. You just, there's the perks, there's the box, there's the power switch, turn the power on, that's it, all done. As now I think they're just making it too. Now some people might like it, but for me, I just want to be able to just turn the power on easily. And some people say, it's not much of a challenge, but for me, that's what Zombies is about. Just trying to get to a high wave. Just know everything is, know what you've got to do. No massive bosses coming down. I don't mind a boss every now and again, but when you've got big things, like on this new one with massive spider boss or whatever it is, I just don't. I think it's a bit silly, really, and they're just trying to overcomplicate it. But that's my opinion, and I'm sure some people like it. Some people probably agree with me. But having played every COD, since the original one came out, for me, I think they're really messing the Zombies up. Now, I don't know how you pronounce it exactly, so do excuse me, but I think Der Eisendrache, I think that was alright. It's not brilliant, but it's the best. I think it's the best Black Ops 3 map, obviously, other than the Giant, which is obviously a remastered Der Eis, which is one of, if not my favourite zombie maps, because just how simple it is. It's not too big, but it's not too small. You know where everything is. It's easy to navigate. it's got a very minimal challenge, and you know you have to link the teleporters and that, and I like that. You know, I think that's what zombies is all about. So yeah, I think other than the giant, which obviously you only get with the season pass, which I have, I'd say Horizon Jack's the best zombie map on here so far. I think the first, you know, the original map that shipped with the game, Shadows of Evil. I was also quite disappointed to see that was the only map that actually shipped with the game. Obviously, unless you bought the season pass and got the giant. Obviously, in previous games, you've been getting 2 or 3 zombie maps, so I think that's quite a poor showing from Treyarch, really. But yeah, I don't particularly like Shadows of Evil at all, either, really. I found it really weird and just confusing, and I didn't really know what's going on. I think my highest round on there is round 15, which is obviously very poor because I just can't get my head around it, and I think it's too complicated. And to be honest, I think the Pack-a-Punch thing is one of the most ridiculous things I've ever seen. It takes so long to do that it's just pointless. I tried doing it, and obviously I ended up doing it eventually. I played with a few people who knew what they were doing. And by the time I got to actually be able to Pack-a-Punch, I ended up just quitting because I'd spent hours, you know, linking it up and doing all this and getting this part and doing this. I just think, you know, it's just a waste of time, really. I just want to go on there, kill a few zombies, you know, upgrade my guns, get some perks. You know, simple. But now it's just everything's taking too long. Because I mean, I certainly don't have as much time now to play games as I used to. I'm quite a busy person, and I'm sure a lot of people are who are playing zombies. So you know, I don't have 6 hours to play one zombies game because it takes 3 hours to sort out the Pack-a-Punch and the power. I just want to be able to go on there for, you know, maybe a few hours, get to wave 30 like I used to on the classic zombies. I mean, if I show you my record on the new zombies, you'll be able to see the difference between the giant, where my record's round 35, to the new one being my record being wave 10, and as I said, Shadows of Evil being 15. There's a big difference there, and I think there's a difference for a reason, really. So I don't really know what Treyarch are doing. I think as I said, I think they are trying to overcomplicate it now, trying to bring too much to the zombies experience, and they've just overdone it, really. And I think I need to be careful because they probably will start losing fans if they keep doing what they're doing with these zombies. And I'm hoping that either in the next DLC or in future Treyarch games that they, you know, just go back to basics, really. Because at the end of the day, as the saying goes, you shouldn't fix what isn't broken. Now I know, obviously, yeah, you've got to change a few things around because otherwise there'd be no point buying the new Call of Duty. But for me, I don't think they're ever going to be able to beat, as I said, like the original World at War zombies, when you had like Verrückt, Shino Numa, which was fantastic, and The Rise, which is as I said, one of the best matches of all time in my opinion. It was just, they were all just brilliant. They were fun to play. You know, not easy, but you know what to do. They were good sized maps. Even Natched Untoten, okay, there was no perks, but you know, at least it was, you know, just basic zombie survival. Didn't take long to get set up. It was simple, one box, doesn't move, you know, no power to turn on. You literally just get your guns and that's it. So yeah, mate, I'd be interested to know what you guys think, but yeah, that's my opinion on 2016 zombies. I just hope they, you know, go back to basics, as I said. Sorry, I'm really not concentrating properly on this. Doing very poorly on this stream. Look at that, Jesus.
We took a beating, but we're not done yet. Bring it. Halftime. Take the satellite drone to the uplink station. Hostile hater detected. Friendly has the satellite drone.
don't really know my way around this map very well yet. I've only played it once before today, so
Satellite reset.
I'm not the best at it, unfortunately. I think with these new multiplayer maps they've released, though, I think they're trying to sort of reduce the map size a bit. I think they're trying to make, you know, smaller maps, more compact maps where you like sort of run into people more often. Because I think in some COD games, especially Ghosts, maps were quite big, considering there was only, you know, 12 players in the game. So, you know, I think I do actually quite like these maps.
Satellite drone.
Again, will they ever replicate the success of Nuketown? Obviously, Nuketown being a very popular map, I just can't really see it happening. I think that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to you know, create a fan favourite map, something small,
Hostile UAV
but you know, not too small. But you know,
inbound.
just I don't know how they're going to replicate Nuketown. It's just such a perfect map, really.
The satellite
It's easy to get kills on. It's good for farming XP.
drone.
Whereas in some maps,
Hostile satellite carrier down.
such as I think is it Hunted? I can't remember what it's called. I think that's quite a big map, and I just think it needs to be a bit smaller. Like games like Battlefield, yeah, they can have the bigger map because there's more players. You know, you can have 32 players on a team, so 64 players, yeah, that's fine.
Satellite reset.
But I think on COD, where I think it's Ground War, I think that's 18 players. You know, max that. Maybe it'd be alright. Yeah, maybe okay with 18 players. But when you're playing base modes, you know, just normal game modes, it's a bit too big, really, in my opinion. But then again, I don't want a map as small as Rust, even though Rust, obviously I'm on Warfare 2. I did enjoy that map, but I think that was a bit too small, really. I mean, there was so many deaths going on everywhere. It was insane. Obviously, it's good for the old private quickscope lobbies, but
Outrider kill.
struggling to find any enemies at the moment.
The satellite drone.
I never seem to do well these days. Once I actually get my purifier out, and I don't seem to do very well with it. I only seem to ever get 1 or 2 kills with it before I die. So, you know, it's a bit disappointing, really. When the game first came out, I used to get quite a few kills with my specialist weapons
Satellite drone reset.
before dying, but I don't understand how some people go on massive kill streaks with them, really. I struggle to do so, really. I think sometimes I'm best sticking off with just, you know, my normal classes. How his shotgun had so much range there.
Satellite reset. We have the satellite drone. Drop the satellite drone.
Dropped.
Satellite drone transferred. Uplink.
There you go, that's 2 carries now.
We're winning this fight.
Doing alright, not too bad.
Reset.
Could be doing better in terms of AD ratio, but oh, this is poor. This is getting ridiculous now. All these blokes with these shotguns. Jesus Christ.
Enemy uplink.
Around every corner.
Satellite reset. Get the satellite back. Mission clock running down.
Okay.
They have satellite uplink. Satellite reset.
Okay, and I think that's that. I'm very poor to have a negative KD. Haven't done too well in this broadcast, but as I said, the idea was just to, you know, get some gameplay out, let you know about the announcement. And so I think I'm going to end this here, guys, for today. And I'll see you guys soon. Okay, thank you for watching. This has been Hambo HD. Thank you very much. Goodbye.